taking rid of the what if feeling after a breakup. I think that's supposed to say getting rid of. Whew, isn't that the ultimate torture after a breakup? What if I said this or did this differently? Would they still want to be with me? Could we make it work? What if they would just change this thing about themselves? We could have the best relationship ever. Maybe. We don't know. We may never know. The only thing we know is what's actually happened. And the what if serves as this beautiful temptation to not acknowledge what's actually happened. When I coach people going through a breakup, our focus is always on, when we get tempted in the what if conversation, we want to ask the question, what actually happened? What actually happened? Oh, they didn't want to be with me. Oh, they treated me this particular way time and time again. Oh, they weren't open to this time and time again. Those things actually happened. The what if conversation is all in your imagination. And it's in your imagination because accepting that this person who's been a huge part of your life is no longer part of your life is really fucking painful. And as human beings, we try to get around pain. We try to dodge pain. And in doing so, we actually keep ourselves weaker and smaller. Breakups can be this incredible rebirth of sorts if we can let ourselves feel the pain. I know that's not the advice you're looking for, but it is the pathway to freedom, to strength, to moving on. So my challenge to you, if you're going through a breakup and you are encapsulated by the what ifs, and this could be even beyond a breakup, like anything where you're like, what if this, what if that? That's just you avoiding what is. That's you struggling to be with what is, what's true, and what's actually happening. So give yourself a boatload of compassion here. This is not for the weak. This is a tough thing. Begin to associate the idea that I am using what ifs to avoid feeling hurt. But here's the thing. It makes sense for me to feel hurt. Why wouldn't I feel hurt? Of course this hurts. Let it hurt. I heard this great quote somewhere long ago. I can't remember who said it, but it was something like, grief is the receipt we get for being truly connected and loved by someone, for letting them in and then it no longer being there. Time to get out of your head and into what's really been happening. Each moment you let yourself do that is a win. I'm rooting for you. The inner game. That's what so many of us are lacking. Listening to too much outside sources, not knowing what to do, being filled with doubts and fear. Well, I'm going to be coaching people, a small group in January, on the inner game. The ability to trust yourself. Having the emotional steadiness to deal with all kinds of people's reactions that are inevitable to happen in your life, as well as the trust of your own intuition, so that you don't need other people's opinions and guidance. That deep down, we all actually know what to do. We're just got that all clouded up from so much noise. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, comment or DM the word January, and I'll send you details on how you can apply.